everyone and welcome back to Saturdays here on Escape. My name is Rachel and this week's theme is blank versus blank. You guys really seem to like my how to be Australian video, so I thought why not do an Australian versus the world video. Basically, I'm going to go through a few categories and tell you how Australia compares to the rest of the world. The first category is animals. By the way, I have all my notes on my phone, so I'm sorry if I'm looking at my phone. So animals in the rest of the world include squirrels, puppies, and bunnies. When you come to Australia, let me tell you about our animals. We have kangaroos, dangerous. Tasmanian devils, they're literally called devils. Can you guess they're dangerous? We have emus, they're giant birds that run really fast and they're really scary, also really dangerous. We have dingoes, which are kind of like a less cute version of puppies because they can kill you. Koalas, you may think they're cute, but they're actually really dangerous. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google drop bears and tell me what you find. And last but not least, we have thousands of different types of snakes and spiders in Australia. And there are so many types that I don't know which ones are dangerous or not. Basically, if you see a spider, you run away. If you see a snake, you don't run away because they can catch you. You have to stand really still and yell really loud because their hearing is bad, but if you move, they can feel the vibrations in the ground. So they will like slither after you, but they're also really fast. So you could possibly die. Therefore, it's just safer to stand still and really, yell really loudly. Also, a tip about crocodiles: if you are being chased by a crocodile, run in zigzags. Apparently it helps. I don't really know. I would probably just run up a tree because I don't think crocodiles can climb up trees. Basically, Australia is just full of like really dangerous animals, but they're also pretty cool at the same time, but just don't touch any of them. Food. England has like cups of tea. You go to New York and you get pizza, you get cheeseburgers from America. All of their food is like 3 times the size of ours here. It's like really good. And then Australia, we have Vegemite. Why don't we get the cool foods? I want the cool foods. I want the ones that taste really good but are also really bad for you because Vegemite just tastes bad. And yes, I am a real Australian and yes, I don't like Vegemite. Fun fact, not all Australians like Vegemite. Just saying. There are some amazing people in the world that have come from other parts of the world, not including Australia. So what the world has provided compared to what Australia has provided. I know that the world has provided One Direction, Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith, Miranda Sings, but Australia has provided 5 Seconds of Summer and Troye Sivan. We win. We win. Let me repeat myself if you didn't hear it. Troye Sivan. We win. I also did a little bit of research on Google, so if these facts aren't true, you can blame Google because I don't take credit for this. Things that we have created. So these are like inventions and stuff. So the US might have created swivel chairs, condensed milk, and potato chips. And England might have created TV and photography. But let me tell you about some Australian inventions. These are life-changing. We invented the notepad. I say, and I quote, "For 500 years, paper had been supplied in loose sheets. J.A. Burchell decided that it would be a good idea to cut the sheets in half, back them with cardboard and glue them together at the top, thus creating the notepad." You are welcome. We also created the first feature film, so if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have gotten movies as soon as you did. Fun fact, the first feature film was the story of the Ned Kelly gang. If you're Australian and you don't know who Ned Kelly is, you can leave. But Australia created movies, and YouTube videos are kind of like movies, except kind of shorter. So I'm basically saying that Australia can take credit for creating YouTube videos even though they didn't, but we have to say we're good at something, alright? Also, someone from Australia created the inflatable escape slide. If you don't know what that is, I will have a picture right here. This guy literally created an inflatable slide, like the ones you play on when you're tiny, when you're like a little kid, to save people's lives when a plane crashes. Like, is that not the coolest invention ever? Bruce Thompson, an Australian man, created the dual flush toilet. You are welcome. Another quote for you. Bruce Thompson developed the dual flush toilet as a water-saving measure, now responsible for saving in excess of 32,000 litres of water per household per year. That is inspirational. So every time you see a toilet with 2 flush buttons, think of Australia. We also created Ugg boots. Ugg boots. How many of you Americans don't have to wear a uniform and wear Ugg boots and sweats to school every day? That is because of Australians. I think I read that it was created by some surfer guys who wanted to keep their feet warm between like surfing and stuff, which is really interesting because I think that the sand would like get in the boots and that would be really annoying, but we created Ugg boots nonetheless. I love Ugg boots. I'm wearing some now, but you can't see. Yes! Love Ugg boots. Thank you, Australia. And last but not least, I'm speaking to all those internet kids out there. We created Wi-Fi. Yes, Australians created Wi-Fi. If you don't love Wi-Fi, I don't love you. Because Wi-Fi is like the best invention in the entire planet. So if it wasn't for this beautiful country filled with deadly animals, you might not have Wi-Fi. Saying all these things, you probably would have these inventions, but maybe they wouldn't have happened as soon as they did, okay? So since I am an Australian, I am taking credit for all of these inventions because if one person in Australia created it, all of Australia created it. But that is all for this week's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you want to see more videos like this, head over to my main channel because I make videos every Wednesday and Saturday on there as well. Also, while I'm doing self-promo, I might just mention that I have Instagram, Snapchat, and all of those things as well, and all those links are down below as they always are. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this week on Escape, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Goodbye.